Hi, this is Renato. Welcome to my channel. In this video, I'm going to tell you what you need to know to avoid issues and to protect yourself when renting an apartment here in Hungary. Beware of scams. Never ever transfer money in advance before you arrive to Hungary. There are some frauds, and those fraudsters, they usually advertise renting properties in Facebook. So I have seen, unfortunately, some cases where people lose 2,000, 3,000 euros. So never ever transfer money in advance to anybody in Hungary before you arrive to Hungary. I have seen overpriced properties here in Budapest, and I guess it's the same case sometimes in other cities. So before you start visiting apartments, check average renting prices in the district where you are renting, in the district that you are visiting. So you don't end up paying overpriced renting fees for a whole year, because the contracts are for one whole year. Apartments in Budapest, mostly in Budapest, they fly. So my recommendation is that you arrange visits, apartment visits for, like, for example, 5 apartments in one day or in 2 days. And then by the end of the day or by the end of the 2 days, you already choose one, you call the landlord, and you do the transaction, you do the deal, you sign the contract without skipping any important stuff, but do it fast. Don't wait too much, because they really fly. Sometimes you call 2 days later and they are gone already. Most landlords, they already provide a bilingual contract, so Hungarian, English. If they are giving you a Hungarian and only Hungarian only contract, please ask for a bilingual, so you know what you are signing. If because of any reason you end up with a dispute with the landlord and the case ends up in the court, the version of the contract that will be valid at court will be the Hungarian, of course. Hungarian is the official language here in Hungary. So even if the contract is bilingual, verify the Hungarian version. You can do this, in the internet with many platforms that offer this, translation service, or Google Translate you can use as well. So verify the Hungarian version of the bilingual contract. The data that the contract has is not only important to protect yourself, by the end of the contract or while you are living in that apartment or house. It is also important for your immigration processes. So my recommendation is that you check that all the data that a contract has, it is in the contract that you're signing. Now, I'm going to leave you a, sort of a checklist of what data should the contract contain. And that's going to be in the description of this video. Please verify that the owner, that the person who you are speaking with, is the actual owner of the property. And for that, you can ask for the land registry certificate or the property deed, for example. And actually, it is called in Hungarian tulajdoni lap. It is very easy to get, and actually it is for free for the landlord. So ask for that, and also ask for the ID of the landlord, and check that against the data that you're seeing in the contract. In that way, you are making sure that it is the person who is renting you the apartment is actually the owner. Even if the property belongs to a friend or to a family member, have the contract and the terms and conditions and the renting fee and everything in a contract in a written form. This is not mandatory, but if you want to make your life a little bit easier at the end of the 12 months of renting that property, put in the contract, if possible, that the extension of the contract, it is renewed automatically. This will be also good for your immigration processes. So if it says automatic extension of the 12 months, then that's much easier for everybody. You don't need to be renewing the contract every 12 months. When you are signing the contract and doing the inventory, also take pictures of, how is the apartment, and look specifically for things that are damaged or things that are worn out, and take pictures of those things. This is going to be useful at the end of the contract when you're moving out and you get into a dispute with the landlord about the deposit, the deposit refund. So take pictures. If the 2 months of deposit, they are paid in cash, then get a receipt. If it is paid in a bank transfer, then it is recorded and documented in your bank account that you transferred the deposit, the 2 months of deposit. But if it is in cash, make a receipt and have it signed by the landlord that he received this money. All the communication with the landlord, have it in written. In written, it's better than anything else. If you agree verbally with him or with her about something, write an email later on and send it to him or her. Some of the personal documents you will get as a result of the immigration processes, they will arrive to your post box. Like, for example, the tax card. Your tax card will be put in your post box in the apartment or in the house. So this post box should have your name and last name written in the post box, and of course have the keys. Ask for the keys from the landlord. And so that's all for this video. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment section. See you in the next one.